But I was always the one that didn't know how to do my hair, and I didn't know how to define my curls. What's up everyone, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm discussing the 5 biggest hair lessons I learned in 2025. If you're new to this channel, you may not know, but I am kind of restarting my curly hair journey. I went from always wearing my hair straight to now trying to be intentional with wearing my curls out. I'm trying new products, new techniques, and my ultimate goal is to grow my hair to almost waist length curls. I'm really confident that if I continue keeping up good maintenance that I can eventually reach my goal. Now this is a new kind of setup. I kind of like this angle though. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you like this angle. But yeah, I just felt compelled to create this video because, you know, it has been a journey and I want to make sure that I can give as much advice as possible. Number 1 on this list is to accept that your natural hair might take a lot of work. Now, when you're first getting into your natural hair journey, it might be a little difficult. I mean, I started it kind of in late 2024 with the big chop, and I'm saying big chop, but my hair was like in a very small fro, and I really just kind of had to start all over again and learn my hair. Mind you, I'm in my 20s already, and growing up, I always just wanted to wear my hair straight because it was the easiest thing to do. I didn't have to worry about it. I could just wrap it at night, throw on a scarf, and then wake up and just comb my hair out. So when I got back into doing my curly hair, I really had to accept that it's gonna be trial and error. It's not always gonna come easy, and that I just have to be patient with myself. I also have to set aside time to be intentional about my curly hair and my routine. You know, it's a lot of hard work. You have to detangle your hair, wash it, condition it, curl it, and then if your hair gets constantly matted like mine does, then almost every day you have to do something to your hair to keep it detangled. So it can be a lot of work and a lot of pressure, but I think you just have to come to that realization first and really shift your mindset when it comes to your hair and just give yourself grace, but also understanding that, you know, your natural hair, depending on its texture and its type and what styles you're going for, it might take a lot of work. My second piece of advice is to do your research. Find curly hair influencers, natural hair influencers who have similar textures and hair types as you. When I first got into like my curly hair journey, I would only follow influencers who had just curly hair. And then it wasn't until I would use similar products as them, or I would try out a similar technique, that I would realize, wait a minute, like what they're using is not working for me, and maybe it's because their hair texture and type is different than mine. So I eventually started to find other influencers that have similar hair types and even like similar hair, curly hair like shapes as me, and I'll pop them on the screen so that you can see. But that really helped to transform my curly hair journey. I started to use similar products, and I really saw a difference in how my hair started in the beginning versus in the end. When you're jumping back into your curly hair routine, you might notice that you're really starting from square one. Like, I grew up with family members that knew how to do their hair, but I was always the one that didn't know how to do my hair, and I didn't know how to define my curls. And I remember like crying and getting so frustrated and just kind of giving up. But it was because I would watch others do their hair, but I never really practiced on my own head. It's really important to get that practice in, to find people online that can kind of walk you step by step. There are so many tutorials on YouTube. If you want, you can follow me. I'm starting to do more curly hair tutorials and all of that. So tap in, lock in, and make sure you're doing research on your curly hair type and what works best for your hair. All right, my third piece of advice, and honestly this is probably my favorite kind of lesson I've learned this year, is to be open to trying new hairstyles. I used to think I was like plain Jane, meaning I would just wear my hair the same way, I would wear clothes the same way, I would just kind of act a certain way. As I gotten older and I'm starting to come into my own, even now, I feel like I want to experiment more. You know, I want to try new hairstyles, and I won't know what's best for me if I just keep doing the same thing. So in January of this year, I actually wore a sew-in for the first time, and no, it's not a natural curly hairstyle, but it just gave me that experience I needed with trying something new. And then throughout my time this year, I experimented with 2-strand twists, I wore braids, I wore just traditional wash and go. I started to do finger coil. I even experimented at the end of this year with flexi rod sets, which I absolutely love. And just having that experience trying different hairstyles really just made a difference in my hair routine and just gave me more confidence. Like even right now, I'm wearing this new hairstyle. Honestly, prior to this year, I would have never picked out for myself. Number one, because I have a huge insecurity about my forehead. I feel like it's so big. But I always like envy the girls that wear like cornrows. So I just wanted to try something new, and this is what came of it. And it's actually like starting to grow on me, which I love. And I'm really loving it because it's super easy and simple. Like I literally just have to wrap my hair at night, or I might put some like mousse on it to kind of make sure that the braids don't get frizzy. But aside from that, I just wake up and go. And I just love that simplicity of this hairstyle. Yeah, it's just little things like experimenting so you can try new styles for yourself. And some of them might be a fail, but then some of them might look really good on you. All right, my fourth piece of advice is to get regular trims. I'm not one of those people that's like, you should never cut your hair or like constantly scared about cutting my hair. I actually like a good cut. Like I mentioned earlier, my first kind of big chop was last year where I cut off a lot of the dead ends due to the color and like constantly straightening my hair. And since then though, you don't want to stop there. You really want to get a trim every, I think it's either 5 to 6 weeks or 6 months, 3 to 4 months. I don't know the exact number. I've been going every 3 to 4 months, which has really made a difference in terms of the look and the health of my hair. Like my hair doesn't look stringy or like dead because I'm chopping off those split ends and those dead ends. And that's also what's gonna help you retain length on your hair as well. So don't be afraid of regular trims. You've probably heard it a million times over, but as someone who's starting my curly hair journey again, it really has made a difference in the look and presentation of my curls. Number 5 on this list is to be disciplined. This has been like a huge lesson I've had to learn this year, is just to be disciplined when it comes to my hair. Like doing your hair is not easy. I know women make it look easy, but I would be surprised the amount of influencers who just woke up one day and just knew how to do their hair versus those who learned how to do their hair over time. And I'm one of those people that I'm just gonna have to learn how to do my hair, and it takes time and it takes discipline. And even if you have to like set a schedule for yourself, like this Friday I am going to deep condition my hair, I'm gonna steam my hair or do a hot oil treatment, whatever you think works for your hair. Make sure you're putting it in your calendar when you want to get your trims, setting reminders for yourself. Like that's super important. And you have to kind of treat it like a full-time job. Similar to how if you want to train your body, you have to be disciplined. You have to set workout goals, how many times a week you want to go, what's your protein intake and all of that. Also have to be disciplined with your hair and take care of it, you know? I remember my mom once told me that your hair is your crown, and part of that is very true. Like when people look at you, your hair is sometimes the first thing that people see and notice about you. So I just want to be like encouraging that you can get hair that you love and you can get the curly hair that you want, but you want to make sure that you're being intentional and you're being disciplined. I am a very wild sleeper, so there are times I will wake up in the middle of the night and my bonnet won't be on, or I'll wake up in the morning and I can't find my scarf. You know, if that's the case, that maybe you're getting an affordable satin pillowcase so that if your bonnet falls out, your hair is still being healthy. Another thing is that my hair can be so tiring to wash. Like it can feel like an entire task. Because I have a very dry scalp, I have to wash multiple times and I have to condition. Like that can be a lot. And especially during the winter time when your scalp is very dry, it could just be a whole like task for you. But if you want your scalp to be healthy and if you want your hair to continue to grow, you have to put in that effort and actually wash and condition your hair. I think that's pretty much it for my lessons that I learned this year. I feel like my hair has gone a long way. My mindset has shifted around my hair and I just feel more confident wearing my natural hair, wearing my curls, and I'm just so excited to see what 2026 brings in terms of my hair health and length. Let me know down in the comments if anything connects with you all, and I look forward to connecting with you all in my next video.